On today's episode of Wrong Side, Jake, with a different background in North Carolina for his third different background in 3 weeks, we go over what's been going on in NFL preseason week 1, a college football look ahead, clutch moment of the week brought to you by Shore Metals, and Outside the Line. In a world full of champions, we find ourselves on the wrong side. Welcome back, Wrongsiders. Happy Wrong Side Wednesday. Today is August 13, and we know what you guys are thinking. You guys have come here first. This is the biggest episode in podcast history that would ever debut on August 13th. I know you guys have picked us first, not New Heights. We're so grateful that you've picked us. I know New Heights, they have a somewhat big star this week, but, I don't know if it would jump wrong side. So we appreciate you guys tuning in, listening. We're happy you guys are back. Little update from us. Jake, like I mentioned in our intro, third location, 3 weeks. He's in North Carolina. He just was home for a couple days. Now he's in North Carolina visiting Olivia. And for myself, busy season officially over. Finished last Friday. Got that out of the way. Got to sleep in this weekend. So it was pretty nice for me. But Jake, new state, new things to explore. How's it going? What have you been up to? What's going on out there in the I don't know what they call it, the Panther State? I don't know what they call it.
The Tar Heel State is the name of it.
Oh, Tar Heel State. Yeah. There we go.
So in the Tar Heel State here, this past weekend we were up in Appalachian State, moving her younger sister into her second-year apartment. I took it upon myself with her older sister to build everything that was needed for the apartment. So got handy this weekend. Had to do that for her because nobody else could do it. It was her older sister and I, the only people who were able to do it. Did that, hung out with her family, got some dinner up there. Ended up getting to see something I truly wanted to see up there, which was the world's famous Appalachian State baseball field. And as advertised, it was gorgeous. Like, even though it was a little cloudy, it was still very pretty. Nice tree-lined outfield. It didn't feel like we were in North Carolina at the mountains. It felt like I was in Spokane, Washington, or Stanford, California. So that was cool. I've tried some North Carolina food so far. I've tried Bojangles,
including. Okay, yeah, I've not had that, but I've heard it's good. What'd you get?
I got the Supreme bundle, which is basically just tenders, a side, and a biscuit. Thought it was terrible. I did not enjoy it at all.
Oh, no.
I thought they were just regular chicken tenders. The biscuit was the only good part of it. And I did get dirty rice. The dirty rice was actually not bad.
Okay.
And then I had my first hush puppy out here in North Carolina.
You've had a hush puppy before.
I can't say I have. I think you've had
a hush puppy.
Okay, but a true hush puppy.
It
was good. It was fine. It just tasted like fried cornbread.
Did you get any the dipping sauce? Like, did they have?
There was there was for the hush puppy.
Sometimes there's like a honey butter that sometimes comes with them.
For the hush puppy, there was like a smoky ranch. It wasn't bad.
Oh.
I've yet to try Cookout yet. That is definitely still going to be on the list.
Wait, you've never tried it? I thought you guys did try it.
We have not had Cookout yet, so we'll have that at some point. And I'm going to get my first taste of North Carolina barbecue, that vinegar-based. Probably, I guess they're watching this on Wednesday, so it had already happened, but we're going to Durham on Tuesday. Got a nice day plan. We're going to downtown Cary, get some coffee, walk around. Then we're going to go to the biggest blue blood school of them all, Duke, walk around. And I've been told through people that supposedly Cameron Indoor is usually open. So if I can get inside there, take some pictures, that would be awesome. see the Leitner statue, see the Coach K statue. That'd be sweet. We're going to walk around there, and then we're going to get some North Carolina barbecue probably. And then at night, got to somehow fit some sort of sporting event when you're with Jake Sharber. We are going to the Durham Bulls game,
Okay.
double A affiliate for the Rays. So that'll be a good time.
Okay.
And Nashville Sound. Uh,
All
so
right.
Brewers affiliate. So that'll be a good time. So yeah,
Because
then we
you
got
guys are far from Charlotte, like the city of Charlotte, right?
we're about 2 hours from Charlotte, 2 or 3
Got
hours.
it. Got it. I was gonna say if they were home, you should go. I think Caden Connor's up there right now in AAA, so you should go
That
check
would be
him out.
fun.
But
That would have been fun. But
if not,
no.
no worries.
And then we're
Um,
supposed to go to the beach, but weather pending. But yeah.
awesome. Sounds like a fun week. Duke will be very cool. I've never been, only ever saw pictures. The baseball field did look awesome today. You sent me some pics of that. Sounds like a fun week. Sounds like a lot of stuff planned. Obviously, never been there, so get to experience things for a lot of like first time. I think that's always fun. It's not like, oh, I went to North Carolina on my family vacation, so I've done X, Y, and Z already. You've never been out there. You get to see new things. She gets to show you spots in her hometown, around her hometown, etc. So very fun. That's exciting. Cookout wise, if I may, I would recommend the double cheeseburger or double bacon burger to be my entree in the tray. That would be my entree. I get the quesadilla as one of my side.
It's also what
and I think they also have. Let me confirm it.
I've been told I gotta try cheer wine, whatever that is.
Yeah, cheer wine was gonna be my drink. That was gonna be. Oh yeah, so I usually get the for my sides. I usually get the quesadilla, the chicken quesadilla, and the chicken wrap or the bacon wrap. So I usually get those as my sides with the cheer wine.
The question I do have to ask for you, since you've experienced this before, is should I eat this near a toilet?
Yeah, I would recommend definitely staying close to one. I would get a cheer wine and a shake. The shakes are pretty good too, I feel like. But very good there. Even the sweet tea's good. Yeah, get one of everything. It's not gonna even break your bank. I think if you like really splurge on a meal, you probably would spend
$12.
Yeah, it's like a $7-8 tray. So like with the drink, so like you could splurge and get like $15 worth of food, and you'll be more than stuffed. Probably won't have to eat again. But yeah, Cookout's one of my faves. I do love Cookout. Don't really have it often, but when I do get near one, I usually tend to go. I rarely ignore one if I'm close to.
There we go.
So. I would definitely highly recommend. But yeah, no, very fun.
How about you? What's going on in Boston?
Weeks.
I know.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say before that, 2 weeks out from school starting. Very exciting. By the time this episode comes out, it'll be 2.5 weeks, I think, till opening week. So yeah, because 2 weeks of school. So very exciting for that. From the Boston side, not a lot going on here really. Finished busy season last Friday. It was quite a week. Worked hard, worked a lot of hours. Finally got to sleep in a little on Saturday morning. Didn't have to work this weekend, which was nice. And today kind of eased back into some of my other jobs, which was kind of nice. Okay. Other than that, had softball this past weekend. Another win, 4-0 now on the season. So we're rolling. 2 more to go before the playoffs. So that's been fun. Got asked to play in a tournament in a couple weeks, so that'll be exciting. And other than that,
where is this tournament being played? Is my question.
I think it's just one of the fields around here. Like it's just like a local city tournament. Nothing crazy like that. And then text one of my buddies from college who lives out here. Maybe going to the driving range this upcoming weekend. I'm gonna try to get back out there. So haven't had time to really since I've moved, and
is Meg
just take
join
the
you
clubs
at the
Meg and I have and go. Meg and I do not think Meg will be joining me this week. She has to work a little this weekend, but maybe a future time she will or something like that. So excited for that, and yeah, I'm excited to kind of swing the club. I haven't swung one since I left, and I was like I wasn't good, but I was getting the hang of it by the time I was leaving, and then I did nothing for the last 2 months now. So I'm excited to get back out there. I've been wanting to get back out there, just haven't had the time, and I'm going in a couple weeks for work, so I just wanted to get out there.
Oh yeah, you better get dialed in. Where you talk about playing with work. Where are you guys playing? TBC Boston? Where are we playing?
No. We're playing at like I think one of the partners has like an inn with a country club near Boston. So like we're just playing at like a private course.
What's that?
Private course for 9 holes. So we're just doing that. It's only 9 holes for
You just
us
want to be
because I think we're just.
serviceable.
Yeah, I just want to be serviceable. I gotta get some balls. Like I gotta get a lot. So a lot to do till then. But yeah, pretty exciting. Other than that, nothing crazy. Saw Weapons this weekend. The movies,
There we
little
go.
freaky, good movie. Wasn't like I think it was hyped up to be this best movie all time. It was good. I liked it, but not best movie all time. So it was still really. I don't know. I haven't been to the movies in a few weeks, which was nice.
There you go.
Other than that, nothing too crazy. Meg went to the beach this past weekend, but I didn't really do much. I just
I
kind of
saw that
relaxed
on
on
her
Sunday,
story. Yeah.
ran errands, did some stuff around here. But yeah, pretty chill weekend. Really nice after just like working a lot the last month and a half. So it was nice to kind of reset and regroup for the upcoming month.
You said last week that they might have taken you to lunch. Did they end up taking you to lunch on Friday after you guys were done?
They did not because we did not finish by lunch. We thought we were like, oh, we'll just finish by noon and grab like a nice lunch and drink all day. We ended up working. We finished at 9 o'clock, so we
Oh,
finished at 9, and by then it was like we just went out for a couple of drinks, hung out with the team, and moved on from there. So
there you
fun
go.
time and exciting. Glad we're done and good learning experience. And now we're on to the next job, on to the next, always to the next one. The busy season never ends. It feels like we're on to the next thing.
Of course. There you go.
But over the weekend though was nice. Got to relax while I was relaxing. Didn't watch much of the Cowboys game. Kind of just like didn't work out time wise from when I was
Hmm.
available. I was just hanging out with Vespi. We were doing stuff. We were out with friends. But a lot of preseason football was going on. Week started on a very high note for us, especially me now being out here. Travion's first touch in the NFL, 100-yard kickoff return. Pretty exciting. Travion, pretty awesome. He looked great out there. I was reading an article today of McDaniels and Vrabel talking about him, how he's probably one of the fastest running backs they've ever coached. And that's just what everyone's been saying for years. As long as he stays healthy, that's all that matters. He's just got to stay out there. He'll be the leading back. I could see them potentially the first couple of weeks kind of splitting maybe some carries with Ramondre just to get his feet under him. But other
Sure.
than that, nothing too crazy. I think Travion's going to be the guy. It's exciting to see.
I
Saw a
hear
couple
he's going to
Buckeyes
look
in action
great
this week.
in my running back number one slot. I hear that.
He is on Jake's team. Jake does have him in our dynasty draft. He did take him earlier than I was planning on it, so I did not get a chance to draft him. And then Jake decided to say he was more valuable than all of the best players that have been in the league for 5 years. So interesting to see how Jake handles that. But other than that, Cowboys game didn't watch live. Saw a lot of highlights. Looks like Joe Milton has a cannon for an arm that he does not know how to control. The Joe Milton experience was in full effect in LA last weekend. Of course, the one game that the Cowboys come to LA is preseason. It's the first game I'm not in California, which was classic. But defense was still an issue. These games, I feel like Trey Hendrickson and Micah Parsons are making millions of dollars as those games go on because you see just how bad, whether they played the starters or not, you just see the depth, you see the players. The run defense is bad. I think Corum had 2 touchdowns. I know the Bengals gave up a bunch of points in their preseason games. So just kind of a mess from the defensive standpoint for the Cowboys. The rookies look good. I saw a couple players look well. Other than that, wasn't too crazy impressed with anything. Other than that, didn't
CeeDee
look like they
Lamb
played a lot of
getting
guys on offense.
nailed on
Yeah,
the
CeeDee Lamb
sideline.
forgetting how to stand on the sideline was pretty funny. Pretty embarrassing. We're lucky he didn't get hurt. With our luck, that would have happened. But other than
Yeah.
that, Cowboys, kind of boring game. No real starters really played on both ends of the ball. A couple here and there, but not really any of the big ones. Next week, they'll come back. Hopefully, Dak starts to play a little next week, maybe a drive or two. And obviously, one more week with preseason after that. How did the Seahawks look? Did they play a little? How'd they do?
Seahawks played all right.
I saw Geno. Obviously, the Geno picture was the
Gino,
story of the
yeah,
weekend.
Gino. We tied against the Raiders.
Yep.
Um, but the ball was, moving all right. It was not really a Sammy D type of game. It was more Milrow kind of moving the ball. He was running all right. Elijah Arroyo, tight end, South Carolina, looks great in camp and on the field. He looks great, snagging the ball well, runs good routes. He looks like he's going to be great. On the defensive side, we also look very strong. Byron Murphy continues to dominate. I'm excited for another year of him. Excited for the rest of our defense to come back together. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm excited for them to really start rolling. I'm also even more excited on the, non-football related, somewhat football related side of it. Our rivalry jersey will be revealed here in about 17 days. 17 days, August 28th, New Jersey. We're going to be wearing it 3 times this year. We're one of 6 teams to get it this year, so that'll be fun. But yeah, on the Seahawks side, I'm just really excited to see what's going to happen. I didn't really appreciate the Geno Smith flip off, but whatever, that's football. And I guess that was kind of payback. We gave him that. I mean, somebody had a sign, whatever. They gave Pete a nice warm welcome, so that was kind of interesting. But I'm excited for Seahawk football. Can't really dive too much deep into it because we're not really in full effect yet. Not everybody's playing, but excited for Week 1 against San Francisco.
Yeah, I saw some Milroe highlights. Looks very similar to how he's been playing. He is that style of quarterback. He likes to escape. He runs well. He does that. His throws were all right. I saw a couple of those. Kind of got a mini sample of the Milroe experience, I feel like, in Seattle this week. It was an interesting one. I know Sammy didn't play that much, but looked very similar to how he plays at Alabama. He runs well. He can escape well. Just getting steady, get your feet under him.
I think what might happen, who knows if McDonald end up putting this into the playbook, but it might be a Texas situation where we're driving downfield, they pull Sam out, and it's 3rd and 5, 4th down.
I feel like not really in the pros though they do that.
Yeah, you never know. He's a different minded coach. You never really know what's going to come out of his playbook.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. I just don't. I feel like that usually does not work well in the NFL. It works in college because there's packages that are built for it. I know it happens in NFL. I mean, obviously, but I don't know. I'd be shocked to see Milroe have that big of an impact in year 1. Outside of our teams around the league, look like the Buckeyes got active. I saw Fields playing pretty well for the Jets. Emeka got a catch. Sawyer made a couple of good plays. Along with that, I just saw some other plays. Travion obviously had his play of the weekend. I think that was the big one. Trey Sermon had a touchdown this week. I don't know if you saw that one for the Steelers.
Still playing.
And the real defensive highlight of the week I saw was JTT, 2 solo tackles, 2 tackle for losses, a sack, a deflection, and a forced fumble. One of the best Colts games in preseason history. TK was telling me. I was saying he must have saw Penn State out there the way he was playing, but he ended up hurting his ankles. So he immediately got hurt. TK said they're so cursed. It's so typical, and that is what happened. It was a very unfortunate game the way he got hurt. I think he's okay, nothing long term, but still very tough right off the bat. Other than that, looks like our players kind of are getting in the midst of it. Not my wrong side or like a tone deaf, but I do feel tremendously bad. I'll say it again. I know my buddies from work, he likes to say it, but I think Marvin Harrison, it's malpractice that he's playing with Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray looks so bad. My buddy from work was telling me that he thinks he's a top 10 quarterback. I just couldn't believe it. I don't think he's top 15.
No. Wrong.
But that throw Kyler threw to try to target Marv this week was ridiculous. I couldn't believe it. It was so bad. Somebody help Marv. That's why he's doing bad and just bad. But yeah, that's kind of the Buckeye look around the league. Other than that, not a ton of teams playing their stars. Obviously, I saw Burrow and Jamar had a nice touchdown week 1.
Yep.
But other than that, not a lot of main guys playing. Still early in the preseason. A lot of guys making their way. Funny enough, today, when I was waiting for you to record, I was watching a little bit of the Hard Knocks for the Bills. Like I forgot that started last week, so I was watching episode 1. So it was fine. Deion Dawkins, I don't know if he'll get my tone deaf or what, but I don't think he will. But it was basically like watching him like do these car drifting, like which is cool. Like he was doing like NASCAR type car drifts, not NASCARs, but like that kind of style in his this like little area, this warehouse he has. But he had his like kids in there who were like less than 3 years old, and his kids.
Oh my god!
Yeah. I'm like, this just cannot be safe for these little guys.
Safe.
So that was a little rough to see. But other than that, looked like a good first half of the episode. I'll finish it later today or something like that. But yeah, that's what I think is going on in the NFL.
Oh, I did see on one other NFL note, I saw percentages. Obviously, I know he'll end up probably signing, but I saw a breakdown of percentages of teams Micah Parsons could go to. I saw a breakdown. It was like 65% or something like that. Cowboys, 5%, Seahawks, and then it just went down from there with a few other teams. What's going on? I know they're still kind of fighting for contract. Any more advances or anything out of that camp?
Haven't nobody's talked since obviously the blow up a couple weeks ago or a week ago.
Sure.
Nobody's talked, nobody's met. There was a day last week where Micah did not show up to practice and Jerry Jones was not at practice, and then it was announced after practice that Micah had just getting some back treatment, and Jerry wasn't there in Dallas that day. So,
Gotcha.
some fake smoke coming out of Dallas. It's a mess. A lot of people there.
One other
I know today.
one other
The worst part
Dallas
about
note. One other
go ahead.
Dallas note. How do you feel as a Cowboy fan seeing Dak Prescott midfield talking to Stan
I saw
Kroenke,
this.
saying we'll see you in the NFC Championship? Thoughts on that? Or can we get a
Hey
comment?
man, I mean, I don't know. I think everyone was like, "Oh man, I can't believe he said this. He's such an idiot." Like, what would you like him to say? Like, "Oh, we'll see you in the lottery draft." Like, he's not going to say
Right.
that.
I
Like,
guess you're right.
when Dak's healthy, they're good. Like, you don't. I wouldn't want my quarterback to be like, "Oh, we'll see you in the wild card game." Like, you don't want your
No,
quarterback. You
yeah,
want your
that's
quarterback
true.
saying you're gonna win. Like, so like I don't know. I have no issue with that. I was if it was Justin Herbert, it'd probably be like, "Oh, he's so confident, he's so sick." But God forbid it's
Biggest if guy.
Dak Prescott. So I will say though, another end of the Cowboys spectrum, with all this going on, it's a terrible look. I think tonight was the Netflix premiere or not the Netflix, but like the Netflix red carpet premiere of the Cowboys of the '90s, like America's Team documentary they're putting
Yes, I saw
out.
that was
So
coming out.
just
Yep.
like. And just Jerry's there the whole 9 yards, and just a disaster. Like you shouldn't be like bragging about this. Like you're like making I'm not taking away from any of those teams from the '90s. They're great teams, but from the wide range of like what's going on now and the current issues, like my God, like
Right.
so tone deaf, so dumb. Just figure it out. But whatever, can't control it. If Micah's there, Micah's there. If not, Micah's not. They'll figure out a way to win or lose without him. But we will see what happens there.
Yeah, definitely.
Other than the NFL, I will say that wow, it's funny enough. While I'm
Are we
here
winning
recording,
still?
I see an in play runs for Trout. Those are rare these days.
Bases
Looks like
loaded,
it
up by
was
two
a
runs. He breaks it
single.
open. Yep.
Wow. But no baseball news this week. But shocked that Trout got a hit. Um, but other
It's
than
four
that,
zero, by the way.
we are now at August 11th. We are 19
19
days, right? Is that the
days.
right number? 19?
19 is
Yeah,
correct.
Yep,
19.
because they were posting Chip Trainum highlights today. 19 days
Wow.
away they were posting 19 from Buckeye football. We're 19 days away. AP polls out, coaches polls out. We're the number 2 team in the coaches poll. We're the number 3 team in the AP poll behind Texas and Penn State. Pretty remarkable that you're going to have looking ahead right now. I know this happened. Actually, no, it didn't happen last year because somehow we got the night game. But looking ahead now, there's a very good chance that three of our biggest games,
Are going to be at
Illinois,
noon.
Penn State, and Texas, are going to be at noon. And it was officially announced today by I mean, obviously Fox has posted about it the last couple of weeks, but officially posted. We'll be there at 12:30 today, this Monday. So pretty crazy. The Fox Noon kickoff. I really hope Ross and the rest of the Big Ten fight for a better contract in the future years. I have
Yep.
no problem anywhere with being Big Noon kickoff. I have no problem with Fox being a deal with the Big Ten. But at the end of the
Right.
day, like there's got to be a way to get these night games at some point. Like you can be Big Noon kickoff, you can be there. Like that can be the name. But like when you have these big time games, they shouldn't have to be at noon. We just had a great game. Our last home game was against Tennessee. That was phenomenal. A night game. The environment was great. The fans were going nuts. Now we're going to get the 12 o'clock crowd, which I don't hate. I know I've said it before. But other than that, like, I don't know. But outside of the TV rights, outside of all the nonsense, Buckeyes are playing good football. Looks like the quarterback battle is still open. I personally think it's going to be saying people are freaking out. It's going to be Lincoln. It's going to be saying whatever. I saw I saw a stat today. Funny enough, that
Mm-hmm.
everyone's freaking out about this, and I even got a text saying, "Is this true? Does Lincoln have any chance of starting?" I was like, "No, he does this every year." And basically, for anybody's knowledge, Fields was named the starter August 19th, Stroud on the 21st, McCord on August 29th, Will Howard on the 16th. So still haven't hit any of those dates. August 16th being the earliest, which would be this Saturday. It's going to be
which
Sam, I
sounds right.
think. I think you don't go out and get that guy if you're not going to have any aspiration of starting him. I think Lincoln has grown. And you want to talk about two sets. I think Lincoln is probably the better athlete. He played football, basketball, baseball in high school, but I think it's going to be Sam. I think he's going to throw well. We're going to be in a situation, like I said, I don't want to call it the Honda McCord, Maserati Marv situation where we have a quarterback who can't get it to our guys, but that's the situation I think we have. We have players, we have receivers, we have running backs. It seems like the line has played really well. This Philip Daniels kid they got from Minnesota, apparently he's playing really
He's
well.
great.
He's got a chance of starting at right tackle. And other than that, like the defense is playing well. I know you mentioned to me Sonny Styles, not Sonny Styles. Sorry, that's my prediction. You told me
Caleb
that number
Downs.
0 will be announced this week. Blocko. I think it's going to be Sonny Styles. Usually it's a senior. That's why I don't think it's going to be Downs.
Sure.
So if it is Caleb Downs, I feel like that is very rare. I feel like usually it's a senior player that exemplifies that. Especially a Buckeye leadership. I know that's big. You want to be there 4 years, 3 years. That's a big deal there. Other than that, though, Buckeyes look good. Buckeyes seem fun.
Buckeyes look great.
Nothing too crazy around the college football. What I have been seeing is I saw Nussmeier had like a little knee injury from LSU. He seems to be okay though. Other than that, I saw a couple injuries for Oregon on their younger side. Penn State, nothing really newsworthy out of camp. Seems like what's his name? Knowles has been playing well and doing his thing, implementing his system. I saw Ohio State is bringing in a defensive assistant. They used to work with
From the
Patricia
Dolphins. Yep.
Boyer, I think his name is. Yeah, he was with the
Yep.
Dolphins. So should be interesting to see. I don't know. We're getting very close though, so I'm getting very excited. One more episode after this, or I'm sorry, technically it's 2 episodes, but one more episode with like not being game week. And yeah, I'm excited. What are your thoughts? Just on, I know Buckeyes, we kind of hit the same topics every week. I know there's not a lot going on, which is good. I feel like a lot of news
Yeah.
is bad news. So, I mean, what's your thoughts now? Little over 2 weeks out. What are we thinking?
A little over 2 weeks out. I'm excited. I don't really know. Obviously, being as a student, excited for game day, excited for game one. Not much information given to me so far on the quarterback side. Haven't really dove into that through certain people. Haven't gotten much info on that, so we'll see what I can do with that. Excited to see who is named. I guarantee it'll probably end up being Sane, like you said. You got if you're gonna go all that way to go get a quarterback like that, he has to be the starter. And even though he's young, I think he's gonna be gritty. I think he's gonna be good. Put on some weight, so that'll be great. And I also think that it makes me even more excited that Peoples and Donaldson are calling themselves Sonic and Knuckles. Makes me
Like the
happy. Gives them
Lions.
a little, like the Lions, exactly. Gives them a little flair. I'm excited to see that two-back duo. I think the two-back duo worked last year, and I think it's very possible it can work again, especially if our O-line holds up. But yeah, on that side, outside of Buckeye football, on the plane to North Carolina, I was watching the SEC football show on Netflix.
I just started that as well. I got one episode in.
Watching that show just made me hate the SEC more. Kind of just shows that like they're really not as good of a conference as they think they are. Shows that there's a lot of issues within their teams. And I know that was all over Twitter. That it was nice to see. I'm not done yet. That it started with a Big Ten loss, and then I know at the end of the show it ends with a Big Ten loss. So that's kind of fun.
Which
to
is
see.
kind of crazy that they just end it. I guess. But I'm pretty sure I heard that I mean, I haven't finished either, but the rumor I saw was the Big Ten loss it ends with. I saw that it ends with the Tennessee game. They don't even show the Texas game. Is that true? Do you know if that's true?
I don't know if that's true. I'm not done yet, so I can't really tell. I'm at the point where
Got it. Okay.
I can't even fully tell you where I really am.
I'm only
now.
one episode in.
I think I'm on episode 4. I think I'm on episode 4, and there's 6 of them.
Okay.
But I kind of really saw it was cool. I think obviously them starting with the SEC makes sense. I think if they're going to do any conference next, it should be the Big Ten conference, which I think you can really see some good ins and outs. But really, if it was us this past year, it would have been even more fun because you would have gotten to see a lot of us, our behind the scenes of our team. But I'm sure there'll be something in the making about us. But other than that, on the college football side, just getting more and more excited. Um, Obviously, who knows what it's going to look like on August 30th in the shoe. Obviously, noon game. They also announced that the Grambling game, I think that's a 3 o'clock game or 3:20, something like that. Our
Okay.
night game so far that has been given to us is the
Ohio.
Ohio University game, 7 o'clock. We'll see. But no, on that side of it, I'm just excited for Buckeye football to be back. Excited just for football to be back in general. I think it's just it it needs to be back in everybody's lives. It makes everybody happier. It makes the days go better. It makes you really look forward to those. Even those you watch those Friday night games that are they're not the best
Yeah.
games, but it gives you something to watch on
It's
those Friday
something.
nights. And really has you look forward to those Saturday mornings with big time games, and then you get the Hawaii games later at night and some of the night games. But no, it's going to be good. Excited. I think Columbus, once I go back, is going to be buzzing a little bit more. Um, Obviously, still national champions, but once the boys run out of the tunnel
Once the
on August
kickoff, yep.
30th, uh, all bets are off.
Flip the
Trophy's
script.
technically not ours anymore. Then it's all ready to go.
Yeah, no, I agree. I know I wear this hoodie a lot when I record, but I was gonna wear this hat because I figure I don't have much time left to actually. I mean, I'm gonna wear it here and there throughout the season, but I'm gonna try not to wear as much Natty Champ stuff during the year. I feel like
Sure.
it's fun to wear to lounge, but when you're watching the game, you want to be focused on the future, not the past. And I'm excited for it. Like you said, 2 weeks, you're back in Columbus. You're going to be excited. People are going to be ready to go. Pretty awesome that you're going to go right into the game. I feel like that first week, usually in the past, I felt like in my years there, I was usually there for a week, and then the second week was your first game, so that's kind of fun. And I know this weekend, this Saturday, a week from this Saturday, is actually when college football will be starting because we have the Ireland game. We have some other
Yep.
games that weekend, but I'm pretty excited for that. But like you said, yeah, it's fun to have the games on. I said it, I think, a couple weeks ago, maybe. I don't know when, but I'll say it again. I'm pretty stoked. I do love West Coast sports. I think it is supreme. I think I fall into the minority of that. People don't love when the game, because, some of our East Coast friends, they say, like, what do you guys watch at the bar when you guys are out and there's no games on?
Right.
But it's funny for me, but for me, I actually do like it. Like, I think that when it was the past, like, especially being at home, like, I'd wake up at 8:30 on Saturday, I'd pour a cup of coffee, or I'd get up earlier and I'd go meet Moop somewhere. Like, we would be up so early, and like you're just going. It's not like a block, obviously, but you're up and at 'em going, and you
Right.
watch football all day.
Are
I
you?
think I
Would you
am
say
kind of
you're?
excited too.
Yeah. No, keep going.
Oh,
Keep going. I'll
right.
finish.
I was just gonna say that I think I'm like kind of excited to actually have a little bit of my morning back. I know that's like a boomer take, I think, but
No,
it
that's
was
fair.
always nice in college when we had to like drink, enjoy. Like, you actually got a wake up period versus like if I was meeting Moops at a bar at 9 o'clock. I would get to LA by 8. We'd get to the bar by 8:15. We're drinking by 8:30. Like, it's tough. I know I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm washed, but
You're getting
it is
older.
tough now. But now it's like a noon game, even Sundays. To be honest, it really more affects my Sundays. I think Sundays at 1 is really
Yeah,
nice. You get like
that's gonna.
basically the whole
Yeah.
morning to like do stuff,
Mm-hmm.
which is like really nice. But other than that, like, I am pretty excited. Yeah, I've talked to friends already, but go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I know we kind of
No, what I was
interrupted
gonna
each
say
other.
is,
What
are
were you
you
gonna say?
excited? Are you excited that now, especially being living on the East Coast again, you are Midwest East Coast, that you're get those noon games to where you can still, get up, have your coffee, go do a couple things, work out, do whatever you need to do, and then boom, you can sit on couch or go to the Ohio State bar. You're in there by
Yeah.
11:30, and you're ready to go. Like, are you excited for that to come?
No, yeah, I am. I am excited. I think it's nice. Like, I think it's like a small thing especially when you're older and like you're working a lot and you got to get things done. Like, I don't have all the time in the world to go like run groceries and do all that stuff during the week. I usually go on Sundays.
Right.
So now it's like, okay, I'll get up on Sunday. I'll go do it. I'll work out. I'll do whatever. I'll shower, maybe grab lunch, and then come back. And I was talking to somebody on my softball team actually about it, how like we're both trying to be better about like being like lounging on the couch all day. Like, if you want to do that, like, make sure you make your mornings like worth it.
Right.
So yeah, so it's like I'm excited for that. Gonna be fun. But yeah, football is so close. We are so near. It seems like these last couple of weeks are gonna be super slow, especially with how bad the Angels have
Definitely.
been playing. And I would like
Hey,
something.
we're
Wow, it's
winning 5-0
6-0
right
now.
now. Come on. Yeah.
6-0. So pretty remarkable stuff. So yeah, it's just nice to get out of this Angels
Are the
rut and
Red Sox
back to
are the
some
Red Sox in the
happiness.
race?
Yeah, I think they're leading a wild card spot right now. To be honest with you, I'm pretty sure.
Do you
They
see
are
yourself possibly going
second in the wild card.
to a playoff game?
Right now it shows it would be them not hosting a game. They'd be going to Seattle as of today. But if it worked out, maybe like if it wasn't like crazy expensive, I'd go or at least go down there at least for a game. I think that'd be pretty fun. So
They're just in the area.
we'll see. We shall see. But yeah, other than that, a lot of football on the horizon. Exciting. I know that's one of our main topics right now. But we're going to do a quick ad read and kick into our clutch moment of the week, sponsored by Shore Metals. We're going to go there now. Our clutch moment of the week is brought to you by Shore Metals, serving Southern California since 1970. Big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. See Stan, he'll help you out. Jake, who's your clutch moment of the week?
My clutch moment of the week goes to the person who was technically, at the time, sitting next to me on the plane. I was flying from LAX. We were sitting 3 across. It was not a full flight, and it was not packed on the flight. There was some openings. We were sitting 3 across, and I fell asleep before we took off. When I woke up, we were in the air about an hour after we took off, and the guy who was sitting between me and the window person was gone. He was actually in the row up, one row up, and the row to our left. He sat there the rest of the flight, and yeah, it was awesome. So shout out that guy for not making us sit 3 across while that person had an entire row to themselves. And he just went and sat in the aisle, so they still had room between them. Shout out that guy.
All right, respect. Yeah, he had good awareness. Saw that there was more space. Just probably just had to get to take off and then move on from there. But respect to him. Always nice to see some well prepared travelers. My clutch moment of the week though goes out to Justin Rose. Won a crazy playoff with JJ Spawn this past week. So many heartbreaking losses. A big win. First weekend of the playoff weekend. We have 2 more weekends to go for the FedEx Cup. But a great weekend. 16-16 Fleetwood. Obviously struggled, but a huge weekend, a huge moment for Justin Rose. Was reading about him this morning, how he could have taken the LIV money. He could have done the right thing and just taken the money, done that, or not the right thing, but he could have done that route. Didn't do it. Stay with the PGA. Finally keeps pushing through. It feels like the last 6 months, every time we look up, he's in the top 3, top 4. Gets a huge win the first weekend of the playoff in the FedEx Cup. So that's my clutch moment of the week.
Let's also just say, on top of that, he also made the Ryder Cup team after that win.
Yep. I did see that as well. Made the Ryder Cup team. And you know what? JJ Spawn is playing some good golf. And if he can stay on this pace, that'd be great.
Yeah, if he can stay on the pace, he already qualified for the Ryder Cup team after this weekend. So shout out him. Ready to see him represent Team USA. But yeah, good for Justin Rose on the win and qualifying for the Ryder Cup also.
Absolutely. Justin Rose, plain etiquette, clutch moment of the week. Now to outside the line.
Wrapping up with outside the lines, starting off with everybody's favorite tone deaf person of the week. Michael, who's your tone deaf person of the week?
Tone deaf person of the week. Don't know if it's true or not, but it's been coming across my feed as of Monday night.
No.
We'll see how true this is. Oklahoma quarterback John Mateer. I don't know if you have seen this at all in the last couple hours.
Oklahoma, like Sooners?
Yep, Oklahoma Sooners quarterback. Apparently, his Venmo has been leaked. And he had a ton of public transactions. Never use Venmo, kids. How many times do we have to say it? We've heard so many stories. Just put it on private or use cash if it's something bad. Such idiots. But right now, we're seeing on my phone, all the people are reporting this in the fall of 2022. I don't know how old this kid is. I don't know if he would be a redshirt freshman. I don't know if he'd be a freshman at this time. But I know he's going to be the quarterback of Oklahoma. He was Venmoing his buddy sports gambling twice, One of them said UCLA versus USC. He has now
No,
since
come
deleted
on.
all transactions. Now deleted all transactions as of now. And yeah, he potentially might have gotten caught. First of all, I don't know if it's tone deaf, wrong side, whatever. But the person that scrolled back three years also, maybe
How
they're a
far
little
back
tone
did they
deaf.
go? 3 years.
It's 2022.
No life.
2022 it
That's
says.
definitely no life. Oh, I'm
So
looking at it right now. Yep, looking at it right now.
yeah,
Sports gambling, UCLA versus
pretty
UC, and then the next one was sports gambling. Yeah, same day. Both of them were
pretty
same day
pretty
to the same person.
remarkable. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if not. This looks like somebody is now
A
sending.
disaster.
I don't know if this is real though. This is 7 friends. So I don't know. I don't know if that's real. Maybe it could be. I'm calling fake. So I'm calling fake.
No,
It could be. It's a potential tone deaf.
this might be real. Just saying, it says I went to verify. Somebody on Twitter said I went to verify it myself since Grok is being a lame. Lots of instances of guys being dudes. There was also some questionable wordplay in some of his other transactions.
Okay, I
Out of
did see
that
that
same
as well.
account.
I did see that as well.
So we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll
very
see if that's
fascinating.
true or not.
Very fascinating. But yeah, that might be my tone. That's a tone deaf, early future tone deaf. So that's mine. How about yours?
Tone deaf person of the week goes out to another person on my plane. They did one of your least favorite things on the plane. No, it didn't involve eggs or crying babies,
That's huge.
but it involved, plane lands.
Oh
You go in
no,
order, row by
standard.
row. We had a stander 4 rows back.
Wow.
Came all the way up to my row. And by the way, this was the final destination. There was no connection flight. Raleigh was the final destination.
Wow.
They stood up. No, it gets worse. He stood up. He cut me off, beat me to get in off the plane. Already had his bag, had his little bag and his gigantic pillow that he had on the plane.
Okay. Gigantic
Gets off the
pillow.
plane. I meet him. We're all at the baggage claim, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's just boxing out everybody, just standing right there at the chute.
Oh my god.
Stand there, waiting for his bag. And he keeps going like this. Bags keep coming out. Not mine. Not mine.
He's touching all the
Not
bags.
mine. Touching every single bag. Then he finally got his. And then he nailed somebody with his bag too, picking it out. Toned after that guy. Just a real
that's
toasty kazoo.
insane. That's a real toasty kazoo. That is pretty wild, pretty crazy. Yeah. Playing etiquette, folks. Gotta be better. Got to be better.
Read the article. We
Wrap it up
posted
for
an
us.
article.
Yep. Wrap it up for us, Jake. Right and wrong side.
Right and wrong side. Right side. Got to see. Finally get to see Olivia after a month and a half being away from each other. That's right side. Also got to see App State Space Field, like I said earlier. It was. I've seen it all pictures on Twitter for years. Getting to finally see it in person. Super sick. And then going to see Duke. I'm really excited to see Duke. I mean, it's the pinnacle of college basketball. So just really excited to see that. I mean, I've watched that Leitner documentary so many times. So getting to finally see all that stuff in person, it's going to be sweet. Wrong side goes out to Tommy Fleetwood and JJ Spawn, both losing in the FedEx Cup, but that's okay. They both made it to the BMW Championship this next weekend. But wrong side to them, Tommy Fleetwood for choking, and JJ Spawn just coming up very short.
To confirm the golf, the way it works, they didn't win the FedEx Cup, right?
Correct. So how it works, there's 3 rounds.
Do they keep that score now for tomorrow, for next week? Like they all start at 16, 15, whatever?
No.
Or back to 0?
Back to 0, straight up.
Okay.
Straight up. So FedEx Cup, Justin Rose wins. So he automatically is bidded to the next round. So instead of 70 players like it was this past weekend, it is cut down to 50 players now this weekend for the BMW Championship.
Is there any advantage moving forward in each round or no?
No.
So is it 3 tournaments and then that's the end of the FedEx Cup, or it's 3 tournaments and then the final FedEx Cup?
To clarify, let's see. We have BMWs this weekend. I know that for a fact.
Right. I know that too.
Yeah, so you get the BMW in Maryland, and then you have the Tour Championship, and that's it. Tour Championship is the last part.
Gotcha. So if Justin Rose wins this week and then Scotty
Sure.
wins next week, Scotty's the champ.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay.
No, not necessarily. There's still the Tour Championship. It's just called the
I'm
FedEx.
sorry. I meant Justin Rose wins again and then Scotty wins. Sorry. Like if Justin Rose were to win this week, the BMW, and
Sure.
then Scotty won the week after the Tour Championship, Scotty's the champion this year.
He would be based off of points, I think.
Got it. Okay. All right. I got it.
But
okay.
And then that just gets us
Cool.
even closer to Ryder Cup time.
Ryder Cup. Yep, Ryder Cup almost here. Love it. Right and wrong side. Let's see. Right side. Don't really have many because I was just relaxing this week. Right side, you know what? Right side got to sleep in. That was nice. I was in major sleep debt this past week. Nice to sleep in. Got to relax. Got to watch some sports. Got to play softball. Got to do all my favorite things. Movies. Got to do all my favorite things. Back. Wrong side, I would say Meg went to the beach this weekend. I didn't get to go, which was kind of a bummer. But that's my wrong side.
That's fair. That's, out of all the things in life, that's okay to have a wrong side like that.
Yeah, I agree. Not a terrible wrong side, but she was doing that with friends. So good for her. Happy. But yeah, that's my right and wrong side. Coming up, I know Jake has set up some interviews for us in the upcoming weeks. Hopefully we can get those set up. So that's pretty exciting for us. Just some local friends, local family, just hearing other people's stories, hearing people's takes. We're open for all that now. Should be exciting. But other than that, another great episode. Fun stuff. Jake's going to wrap up. I can't wait to hear his cookout review next week on the pod. Other than that, a lot of fun going on in North Carolina, a lot of fun going on in Boston. We're going to keep going along 2 more weeks, 2 more episodes after this till Buckeye football. Cannot wait. Thank you guys for listening. Happy Wrong Side Wednesday, and we'll see you next week.
Stay blessed.